Hi everybody, it's Abby Glassenberg from Craft Industry Alliance. I hope you're doing really well today. Today we are doing our member spotlight, and we're very lucky because we have somebody joining us shortly who's not only a member of Craft Industry Alliance but also a contributor and is going to be one of our speakers at H&H Americas this summer. So it's going to be great to talk to Leanne Presley. Leanne runs a marketing firm that's really specifically for craft-based businesses. So that might be something you might be interested in as well. And her marketing firm is called Stitchcraft. Very relevant topic to Instagram, which is short form video. And her class, I think, might be already, mostly full. So if you're interested in short form video and want to learn at H&H Americas, this is going to be a great opportunity for you. Leanne, I see you here. I see you've requested to join, so hopefully you'll be able to pop in shortly. And if you're not sure what H&H Americas is all about, basically it is the trade show for the crafts industry. So it is a business-to-business show. It's taking place in Chicago, June 21st to 23rd. I would love to see you there. And our role with H&H Americas is to plan all the education, which is super fun, something that we love doing. We work with an incredible committee to figure out what are the most relevant topics right now. And certainly short form video is one of them. So very excited to have that. Oh no, Leanne, says you're not able to join. Hopefully you can try again and hopefully from your phone, and we'll get it working. But yeah, so our committee brainstorms all kinds of great topics, and this is one of them. Oh, there you are. Hey, Leanne, how are you?
I'm good. A couple technical difficulties, but I'm here, Abby.
It's always that way, but glad to see you. And Leanne, I was just saying that you have a marketing firm that's really specifically for craft-based businesses called Stitchcraft Marketing, and that you're also going to be teaching at H&H. So maybe you can start by telling us, what is Stitchcraft Marketing? What kind of things do you all do and provide for people? And then we'll get into what you're going to be teaching when you're at the show.
Yeah, thank you, Abby. I appreciate the time being here today with your audience. So Stitchcraft Marketing is a niche marketing agency, and we specialize in companies that are in the fiber or the fabric space. So most of our clients own knitting companies, they're manufacturers or distributors, they might be quilt shop owners, or they might be individual makers. And
okay.
About 14 years.
And what kind of marketing do you do for them when it says the marketing part of Stitchcraft Marketing? What do you actually do?
Well, we specialize in social media. So for the most part, we're doing strategy and execution for our clients. So a client might come to us and say, you know what, I know I need to do a newsletter, or I know I should be writing a blog, but I either don't know how to do it, or I don't want to do it. I don't have time to do it. And so they'll come to us and we'll do a whole program for them where we're managing all that for them. So we're doing their newsletter, we're posting their blogs, we're taking care of all their social channels, and we're helping them with things like short form video, which we're going to talk about today. We also do web dev, and really we're a full service agency, even though I say we specialize in social media.
Right. Okay. That's great, because honestly, running a business is so complicated.
It is.
There are so many moving parts. Some days it can be incredibly overwhelming, and you need to do all of these different things. And, for some of us, it's either not our strength. We don't love sitting down to write or take pictures or whatever it might be, or we just don't have time to do it. And if we were to do that, we would have no time to do what we're really best at, which is the creative part of our businesses. So I think it's great to have this option and to outsource, delegate when you can. Took me a very long time to learn that, still learning.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's ongoing, but definitely a super valuable thing to know that you can even hire somebody to do.
Yeah. And, creative people, Abby, you know this, your time spent doing designs or working on your business is so much more valuable than what you would spend trying to learn new things like web dev, or take that time to do all your social media channels. So a lot of our clients do free up a lot of their time after they start working with us, and they're like, oh gosh, now I'm so much more productive because you guys are doing all the things I never wanted to do. So it works
100%.
out.
Yeah, absolutely. So okay, so now people have a little bit of understanding of what your specialty is and what kind of work you do. So you were at H&H Americas last year, and it was great to finally meet you in person.
Yep.
You'll be back again this year. You're actually doing two different things. One of them is going to be teaching this class, and another one is going to be doing a presentation. We can touch on that too. But if you can talk a little bit about what sort of I know you're maybe still in the planning stages of this class, but what you think you're going to be talking about and presenting, because obviously short form video is where it's at on Instagram, as well as TikTok and probably elsewhere. Maybe Facebook has a little shorts thing going on too. So, so that's where it's at. It's what you want for the algorithm. That's, what it loves. And so, yet it's also sort of hard to make, and hard to make well, and takes time and thought and planning and all that good stuff. So tell us a little bit about what you have in mind for this class.
Yeah, well, we're going to start with talking a little bit about why you should be on short form video. I'll bring in a little bit of statistics and evidence coming out now in the marketing world about how you have to be on video of some sort in order to get engagement. Like you said, the algorithms are all geared these days towards favoring video content. And so we're going to talk about what that means. There's a lot of different types of video, and we talk to clients about that all the time, but this particular class is going to be on short form video, which is 60 seconds or less, about a minute. Maybe some people would say a minute to 3 minutes. We like to say a minute or less. And it's usually going to be on platforms like TikTok or Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts. Those are going to be probably the three platforms. We're going to talk about some of the tools that you're going to need to get set up. So we'll talk about some equipment, and I will assure everybody it's not going to be a long list of really difficult equipment. You don't need a whole bunch of fancy stuff. And one of the appeals of short form video is that it is approachable, that it is an authentic experience between you and your consumer. So I'm going to just give everybody permission right now to show up without a whole lot of expectations on the equipment, but we'll go over some of that. We're going to talk a little bit about what do you do if you're not comfortable being on camera. There's a lot of little workarounds. Like you can take static images, throw them into a platform like Capwing, and create dynamic content from stringing together those static images. So we'll walk you through some of that. Canva is another great platform, another tool we use a lot that you can utilize to create dynamic content. And the beauty of that, Abby, is you'll get the benefit of the algorithmic bump, we like to say. You leapfrog in front of other types of content, even though it's not your face on screen, right? So we'll talk about some of those workarounds. I'm going to try to encourage everybody to feel comfortable in front of a camera and go from there. And we're going to talk a little bit about other efficiencies that you can utilize. For example, if you're already doing Facebook Lives or you're doing long YouTube videos, how can you double down on that time and investment by cutting up that video for short form purposes? We call it kind of slice and dice. So you don't have to do unique creations every time you set out to do video. There's going to be some efficiencies, and we'll share some of those with you. And of course, we've always got best tips and tricks, our best practices. Make sure you don't forget good captions. Make sure that your videos are optimized for mute settings. Like if someone's, at the airport and they got their volume all the way down, can they still consume your content in a way that's valuable? So we'll talk a little bit about that. How do you hit on trends? How do you create a good hook for your short form video? So we got a lot to cover.
Yeah.
And
yes, that's
we'll
great.
get a lot of value out of that.
So many good tips. And I was just going to talk about trends, because I also think using trending music or sort of there's like these memes, or I don't even know how to describe it, but it's almost like a trending sort of video format, or, like inside joke or whatever. And if you can capture that and apply it to whatever it is you do, that video in that moment can really take off.
Absolutely. With short form video, you've got so little time to grab that user. And so your example of the music is one great trend, that on TikTok, that, oh, no video that was going around for a while. Within the first second, you're in that trend and you're hooked, and you want to stay for that because you want to see what this creator has done with that sound.
Exactly.
So there's a lot of different ways that you're going to be able to engage that audience and get them to watch all the way through the end of your video.
Right. And some of those are really easy and don't involve your face at all. There's just like kind of like a funny, easy thing. You don't have to dance or whatever
Right.
if you feel comfortable. So,
yeah.
Although if you want to, go for it. But yeah, so that's great. So that's going to be a class. And basically the way these classes work, they're 60 minutes. You can register for them right now. You can either get an a la carte class, so just get Leanne's class, or you can get a class pass, which will allow you to take as many classes as you want while you're at the show, still registering in advance, so there's still a seat for you. So that's all open right now. You can sign up right now on the H&H America's website, register. If you are a Craft Industry Alliance member, you actually get a free ticket to the show, and you get up to 15% off on classes. So that's kind of a sweet deal. So go ahead and do that so we can see you in June 21st to 23rd in Chicago. And then you're going to also be doing another presentation that is actually open to everybody, totally free. If you're at the show, you can attend. And it's going to be on a section of the show floor called the main stage, which is a super cool thing they have at H&H Americas. It's like a stage right on the show floor. There's ongoing panel discussions and programming right there. And you could just come in and sit down and listen. So you don't have to pre-register or anything. And that's where this other presentation is going to take place. So if you want to give us just, I don't know how much you want to spill the beans about it, but you can give a little preview just to entice people to check it out.
Well, and I should add that Darren and I have discussed that there might be a bar of some sort and food of some sort. So not only is it open to everybody, but I think it's going to be later in the afternoon. So you can come grab a beer and have a little snack and listen to our research presentation. So Abby, we've partnered with another group called Audience Audit, and we're doing a survey of makers and retailers in how they're feeling about the industry and what their experiences are. A lot of it'll be some marketing related questions. And I don't want to spill the beans too much on what the questions are going to be. But I think if you come and listen and you are the kind of person that is either a maker in the space or you're a retailer in the space, you're going to get some really great insights into kind of the state of the industry right now. What are other retailers experiencing in terms of their marketing strategies, what's working for them, how are they feeling about business post-pandemic, what are they optimistic about in the future, what are their challenges, and what are they doing to solve those challenges. So we're working with 5 or 6 different sponsor partners to be able to send out these survey, including Craft Industry Alliance. So thank you very much for that.
Absolutely.
And we're really looking forward to presenting those results and hoping that the data that comes out of that just helps everybody. It helps rise all ships, especially those retailers that need everything they can to succeed. We're going to give them all those.
Absolutely. And you know, we're in an industry that doesn't have a ton of data. It's pretty hard to get data. People are always calling me, asking me for data. So data is a good thing. We need more of it. And I also applaud you for sharing sort of publicly with the whole industry, as you said, to rise all boats, because there is some data out there, but they're like behind a paywall or very difficult to access, or you have to pay a really expensive membership fee to get it, like thousands and thousands of dollars. So I think being able to at least provide an executive summary to the public, to the industry as a whole, so we all benefit, is just really the right move. And I'm very excited to see it. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah. And I will add, if there's anybody on the call today that's listening and you are the kind of organization that has an email list of retailers, you know, I know there are probably still partners out there, just reach out to me and we'll get you included in the opportunities that we have for our sponsor partners.
Right, because the goal here is to get as many business owners in the crafts industry to respond to these questions so that you have the largest data set possible and can come to the most accurate conclusions.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, yeah, if you're a Craft Industry Alliance member, you will be getting that link too to fill it out if you would like to participate, which is also really nice. It's great to participate in industry surveys so that we all also benefit from the collective data. So very good. Yeah, super exciting, Leanne. So tell us where we can go, like right now, if we wanted to just check out Stitchcraft Marketing, maybe consider signing up for some of these outsourced services that you offer, and where to go check that out.
Yeah, thanks, Abby. Appreciate that opportunity. So we have a ton of free resources available on stitchcraftmarketing.com. Probably our most popular is our blog. We do several articles every month that are specific for the craft industry. So that's probably the first place I would direct people for free resources.
Okay.
I also on season 6 of Business of Craft, which is our podcast. We do seasonally 6 or 7 shows. The season 5 just launched recently, so you can grab those shows on our website as well, just /podcast. We also have a newsletter where you can receive a summary of all the things we're working on. And sometimes there's some really super special information in there. We are working on a fun April Fool's, or maybe it's not April Fool's, maybe it's a serious newsletter that you might get April 1st. And if you're interested in services, you can just reach out to us. There's a contact form on our website. Again, stitchcraftmarketing.com/contact. And if you're struggling with certain challenges, you can work with us as a client on a regular retainer-based program. We also have mastermind groups that you can join to get specific support. Let's say you're a retailer and you want to join our mastermind group, or we do one-on-one consulting. So those are the best ways to get in touch with us and to access services.
Wonderful. So good. And I will say from our members, marketing is almost always the #1 thing that they want help with, which is really interesting. So, you know, I think it's a hot topic. It's something that people are really looking for. So, so thank you so much, and see you in Chicago. Hope to see all of you who joined us today in Chicago. Sign up for Leanne's class, get some short form video out there. Once you start, you'll see how great it is. So you'll get lots of good tips and tricks. Thank you for joining me today, Leanne. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Abby. Looking forward to seeing you soon.
All right. See you. Bye, everybody. See you.